Good morning, everybody. Hope you slept well. It is a thankful Thursday to start off today. So if there's anything that you're thankful for this fine Thursday, leave it in the comments, would you? Today, the song that is in my head is from Tom MacDonald. I will try to tag him in the comments, or at least in my description. And the song that is in my head is Can't Cancel All of Us. So let's see what people are trying to cancel about you, shall we? Can't Cancel All of Us. I do like that song. I like most all of his songs anyway, so I know a lot of people out there don't like political songs, but his make a lot of dang sense. So that's why I like his stuff. What's up right there? Ahead. Focus on what's in front. So these people in the back trying to cancel you and trying to do all this stuff, don't worry about what they're doing, in other words. Okay? Look ahead to the things that instead, don't focus on what's going, because karma can come back for these people. Not in a nice way either. Can't cancel all of us. We are still moving forward. We are moving forward regardless of you trying to cancel us. We're still here. We're still doing our thing. And yeah. All right. So, again, can't cancel all of us is the theme. Because we're too busy pushing ahead. We're not worrying about you people that are trying to cancel us because we don't agree with you. We're still pushing forward. And in the meantime, your inner child, for the people that are trying to cancel those that don't agree with you, your inner child is throwing a temper tantrum because he or she feels like she can. And the moon card in reverse means that not only on top of all of that, all the stuff that you were doing in the darkness is coming to light. And we are going to take it and we are going to celebrate the fact that we are pushing ahead and we are just freaking awesome. And the final card over here is Ace of Pentacles. And all of the stuff that you people wanted to cancel us for and keeping our money for yourselves. With the ace here, it's coming back to us. It's coming back. We have. And this is why you're having a meltdown. You are having a meltdown because you think you've won, but you haven't. And we get to celebrate. We get to move forward and make sure that the stuff that you were trying to bury, the stuff you were trying to do, it's coming to light. You can't hide it in the dark anymore. This is why you're having a meltdown. And we get to celebrate, and we get to come out ahead. Is there anything else that they need to know? Told you, you can't cancel us. Because we won't allow it. And you can't hurt us with the ace of spades out here. Nope. Yep. Ace of spades. You can't hurt us. You can't hurt us emotionally or anything else. You can't hurt us emotionally, mentally. You can't do it. Because we ain't going to hang around and take it with the hangman out here in reverse. We're not going to take it. We're going to keep speaking the truth, whether people like it or not. So we aren't going to fall for anybody. So when Nine of Swords, we're fighting back in our own way without actually hurting anybody. By us standing in our own strength and not allowing everybody to walk all over us and not allowing people to tell us what we can and can't believe and trying to tell us we can believe whatever we want at the same time, we ain't falling for it. We just aren't. We're still making up our own minds. Eight of Pentacles, and we are bringing these things not just to light, but we are also doing our own projects with it. We are doing our own stuff, and you can't. And you're. No, there's no stopping. And our light, our inner light, you guys are scared of it, but it's shining through. This is why you can't cancel us. Our light is too bright for you guys. Our light is too bright. So so you want to extinguish it by trying to control us. Or cancel us altogether. That's not working, is it? And we're calling judgment. We are calling judgment on anybody that tries to cancel us or tell us what we can and can't think or anything else. We're calling judgment. And you know what? We don't have to really do much of anything when we call judgment. Once judgment's called, we just sit back and laugh at the antics going on. Because our light is so bright that you can't extinguish it. You can't. Judgment has been called on us. not just people in our own government that fudged up, but the people in other governments that are pulling the same stuff that our old administration did. Okay. Ten of Swords, and you are the ones that are trapped with your own emotions now. Your own mental stuff is coming back to you. We're not lifting a finger. Our government, our new administration is cleaning house, and you don't like it. And it's a death of a party that started out okay, but it's crashing out. This party's crashing out, and everybody that believed in that party, so to speak, and the things that they stood for, a lot of people are walking away from that party, and that party is crashing. And we're supposed to be a two-party system, but they took it too far. We are supposed to be a two-party system, but because the one party decided they were going to go to extremes and try to move the country and move other country, and other countries decided they were going to do the same thing and make the whole world a socialist, communist world. They're crashing out because they're finding out that we ain't falling for it. And they are losing, not just it's a death of a party. Their inner children are losing. They're losing their own money because we are finding out what they actually did with it. But there's the teamwork that they are putting in is not, it's not happening anymore. Our team, the teamwork that is now going on with one party completely collapsing and moving to the other party, and plus we have the independents, the ones that are independent, that vote on policies and not people. They are also getting stronger, and we're working all the good Republicans, not the rhinos, and the independent people and independent thinkers are coming together as a team more and more. The ones that go on policy, not Six of Pentacles. These people, and we all know it's the Democrats that have gone so far left. They are crashing, and whatever they were trying to birth into existence and become a one-party system for the whole world, the New World Order, it's not happening. At least not in the way that they wanted. That's why they wanted to open our. That's why the government wanted, the old government wanted to have open borders, have, and then we were the ones that, as Americans, we were the ones that paid the consequences of that. Taxpayers' money went to funding stuff that we didn't even know we were funding half the time. Our money was being used for stuff it didn't need to be used for. And then they try to cancel us because, why? Because we didn't fall into their little trap, did we? We didn't fall for their bullshit. They're so off of balance it ain't even funny. But they are not in hermit mode at the moment. They may be all balanced, but they're not in hermit yet. They're still trying to control us by not letting their hermits just accept it. They try to get justice on us for something we didn't do, and it failed. They wanted to make it look like it was all our fault for this and that and the other. And some people still believe them about that. Some people believe them still. Because they choose to believe. Again, they can't do anything about it. They're stuck. There's not a gosh damn thing anybody can do about it. What it is, and it ain't what it ain't, and their Wheel of Fortune, all of the money that they stole from us is being it's going to come back to us full force. They are losing their shit. They're going to end up losing houses. They're going to lose all the money that they stole from American people. And that's pretty much what they did. And we're doing trading and shit that they weren't supposed to do. And then bought houses and multiple this and that and the other that they didn't need with taxpayers' money. All the illegal shit that they did is coming back and rolling over them, steamrolling them. There's people in our government right now that a lot of people wouldn't like because they are multi-millionaires and they work their ass for that money, and they are working in for the government now, and the money that we pay them, they're not keeping it. They're giving it away. Trump did it last time he was in office. He gave it all away. He didn't want it. That was his way of saying, hey, I'm working for you guys. I'm going to give it back. And that's what he did. You guys are feeling the pain now, aren't you? A lot of you. But you would never admit it. You would never admit it to yourselves. Because we're not falling for it. You can't cancel things you don't understand. And we're moving forward with our pride and our we're just moving ahead with everything that we emotionally, mentally, our eyes are open now. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are losing your, like I said, you're losing your money. I want to, I want to bring this up too. That not just that those that are being paid by the DNC to talk smack about Republicans and the independents that work for our current administration, because they're losing their money, you're going to end up not getting paid, and you're going to have to decide what you're going to do next. Because they have you bound to them. You've allowed yourselves, and I'm not going to mention the names, but there are ones that work for the DNC that are on social media that have bound themselves to them by allowing themselves to be used as puppets to talk smack about our current government, even before they were in office. And your world's going to come crashing down on you for this. All that money you made from the DNC, it's then you're going to be wondering, then you're going to feel the sting and the heartbreak of losing a job because you don't have the financial means. They won't have the financial means to pay you anymore. See if we can get it. And we'll be your teachers. We'll become your teachers on real history. Not the spoon-fed stuff that they're feeding us now. Honest to God history. We'll be your teachers. And we will teach you proper. We'll become your teachers, and we will teach you proper history and how it really went down. And there's already some of these people already out there teaching you real history and real things that went on. Okay? We will become your teachers. So the ones that know real history will become your teachers. And then we will allow you to think rationally, and whatever else. Make up your own minds instead of being forced to follow and whoever, all the elites that were controlling you, their emperor is falling down. All that power that they got is coming down to fall on their head. And all the money that, again, this is all that money that they took from the American people, we're going to be getting it back. It might be in small increments, but we are going to be getting it back. And this is the battle we are currently in. And it's, in a ways, it's not necessarily one party over the other. A lot of it has to do with a spiritual battle as well, that we've been fighting for a very long time. This is why a lot of parents homeschool their children, so they don't have to, so they can be taught proper history, proper this and that and the other. And they don't have to be indoctrinated by the school districts to do stupid crap or to believe a certain way. So the kids can be critical thinkers, think logically. This is why a lot of people leave the decision to kids who have been homeschooled, whether they want to go to public school or college or trade school or whatever. The minute I heard they took shop out of schools, home ec, any kind of trade out of high schools, I knew we were pretty much fucked. I took home ec class. I didn't take shop. I knew a few people that did, and they would actually go to the schools. People would bring their vehicles to the school because so the students could learn how to fix these cars. I remember that way back when. But when they started taking this stuff out of schools that people actually need to learn, and now you have a bunch of Gen Zers and old millennials, or the younger millennials, that don't know a lot of this stuff that they need to know about because they started removing it. My son wants to go and be a firefighter, which is, he doesn't have to go to a big college for that, but he does have to go to something like an ATC for that. Luckily, I can teach him how to cook, but if he wants to do something like learn to work on cars and stuff, where's he going to get that? If the schools don't put that back in middle school anymore, or high school for that matter, where's he going to learn that? These are things, shop, any kind of shop if he wants to learn any of that. That stuff needs to go back into the middle schools and high schools. And so does home ec, because I see a lot of girls these days that don't know how to cook. They refuse to cook, as a matter of fact. I don't want to. They can also learn that from their parents. That's what I've noticed. Sorry, got a little off tangent. But these are things that people need to know. So that our next generation, their inner kings and queens, can be just that. They'll know how to cook. They'll know how to clean. They'll know how to take care of what they need to take care of. And they'll have the strength and the ability to do it without having to ask older generations how to do it. I had some home ec. I didn't really, they talked more than they showed us how to do cooking. I had to learn myself. I think, although the first thing I learned to cook was eggs, I think. And my first stepdad taught me how to do that. This is something you not the old feminists that wanted equal everything between men and women, but this is speaking to those nowadays that think you don't need a man, that men are worthless, that men should be da-da-da-da-da, okay? This is why you're getting heartbroken later. Because a good man does not want to associate himself with a woman that either wants to use him for his money, use him to get laid, use him for whatever. But doesn't really love him for the person that he is. You want a feminized man, yet you still want a provider. And I'm not talking smack about the men that, because men are cool. We need men in our lives. Because and I'm not talking, I need, we need the strong men that know what the fuck they're doing. Emotionally. Not just emotionally, but knows how to handle his business properly. Who's not afraid to step up for a woman. But these women keep trying to tell you can't be like that. They try to tell you can't be a strong man. There's a difference between being a strong man and being a dick. And a good man would know that. So these feminists these days are trying to squash you. That's not okay. That's why they're heartbroken and stuck on the water. Because they're trying to make you into boys that never grow up. Or trying to tell you you're something that you're not. You want a masculine man that knows his worth, yet won't be abusive. That's what the world needs. Two of Pentacles for balance. This world is so off balance because there's a lot of women out here that think we don't need men. We don't need them. You guys wouldn't. None of us would be here if it wasn't for a man and a woman. And then we can learn something new. Okay? Everybody can learn something new. A new project, a new something. Every day we're always learning something new. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. See if they have to say anything else. Okay, so the takeaway is, let's put this over here. The takeaway of today's cards is, again, they can't cancel all of us. They'd love to. They'd love to cancel every single masculine man that they can. The feminists of today, who aren't really feminists at all. The feminist movement in the 50s, during wartime, or right after wartime, was the fact that their boys back then had to go to war, and they had to learn to work and take care of their children at the same time, because and then when the guys came back, and the guys wanted them to go back to just being, and I get it, they wanted their women back at home, but the feminists were like, well, we know we can do the same dang things that, and then they turned it into equal pay, and then they turned it into, oh, we don't want to, we want a more of a feminine type man who will basically allow the feminists to walk all over them of these days, and that's not okay. That isn't okay. And now, all of us that speak up about it, you want to cancel us. You can't. You can't do that. So they took it a step further and made it where, with what they were doing with stealing all the money from all of us, made it where the household, almost everybody, the men and the women had to work in order to basically keep our head above water. Now, if a woman wants to work, cool. If she doesn't, if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, it needs to be where we can afford to do that. Am I of the thing of a woman should always be in the kitchen or cleaning the house? No, it's her choice if she wants to work when the man's working. Cool. Am I of the thing of people should put careers above children? Hell no. However, that is your choice. I'm not going to tell you can't. That's your choice. But as for me, I would never. I get everybody's different. Everybody's belief systems are different. But you cannot force other people to believe the same way you do. And then you try to get into a conversation with somebody and tell them, oh, you can speak your mind, and then get all pissy and hurt because they don't agree with you. It doesn't work like that. So anyway, have a great rest of your day. And I will see you all later. I will be doing a different video over on my Amethyst account. As soon as this uploads, and before William gets out of school. So I will see you guys all later. I am getting hungry. Not sure what I want yet. I might do an Amazon haul for you guys here on YouTube, on this YouTube channel, a little bit later, because I got some new things. So I might show you what I got. Anyways, I love y'all. And go enjoy this Thankful Thursday. We got mostly clouds today so far. But yeah, that could change. Love you guys. Peace.